So the next edition of Star Wars The Clone Wars for Star Wars The Black Series, we have Darth Maul from Season 7 of the animated Clone Wars series here. This is a figure I've been very excited about, and it looks very good through the packaging. Here is the side art image. He is number 11 in the Clone Wars series, and here's the read up on the back. You can go ahead and pause the video here if you wish to read it. So out of the box, Maul looks very good. Now he only comes with his lightsabers, so here is one side of it, and then here is the other. So they do compact and disconnected, and then you can just go ahead and connect it in the middle there to form his dual wielding lightsaber. You can see the hilt is different on this side here. Even the silver colors are different, but they did go ahead and paint the red buttons. There's also a little peg here so you can display it on his hip. Of course, the blades do disconnect, as most Black Series figures allow, so nothing different there. And there you go. That's all he comes with, so it's a bit of a bummer because I just was hoping for a little bit more. Maybe a separate head sculpt, because the head sculpt he comes with is fine, but he does have his mouth open, and maybe a closed mouth head sculpt would be cool, just to have another accessory, or even the forearm gauntlet piece of a clone trooper, as he does wear one in the TV series at the season finale, of course, or the season finale, I should say, when he is conducting his escape. Other than being short on accessories, I really have no other gripes with the figure. He looks fantastic. And here's a closer look at the head sculpt, and I love how the eyes came out here. They're super nice. You can see the yellow, you can see the orange and red, and his pupil as well. That is printed on very good, and you can tell that they're utilizing their digital printing tech, or whatever you want to call it there. The paint job on the face is, for the most part, pretty clean. I don't see any issues on the face. The horns are okay, you can see there. As for the torso, looking pretty good, except for on my side right here, you can see a little bit brown bleeding on to the black here. So as for QC is concerned, that's about the extent of my figure. Not too bad. If you look at the belt, the silver paint is painted on there very clean. You can see the yellow and blue on the front side, very clean. Here's the forearms, silver paint there, and then down to the boots, or the shins, if you want to call that a boot or a shin. But his robotic legs, the cybernetic legs, of course, that he uses in Clone Wars, is here for the first time, and I think they look pretty good. Alright, so as for articulation, the head will move up about this far, and it does look down about this far. His head is, or I should say his neck is, a separate articulated neck, so that allows for more range looking up and looking down. I did that backwards, but looking down and looking up, side to side, left and right, and nice head tilting here as well, which I always love that. Very cool. Arms will go all the way up and down. These shoulder sleeves, or shoulder pauldrons, are very loose and pliable plastic. They rotate with the arm as well, but they do kind of get stuck back there, so you just got to kind of slide it over. There you go, and then you're fine. No bicep swivel. There is a butterfly joint right here, you can see. I don't know what's going to take for them to use butterfly joints or double jointed elbows on Black Series, but at this point, I don't think we're going to, I don't think we're ever going to get them. There is a elbow, a single jointed elbow that bends further than a 90-degree bend. There's a swivel at that elbow. There's a swivel at the wrist with a side hinge. And then there is also a diaphragm joint. I almost said ab crunch, but there's a diaphragm joint that really doesn't get utilized too much, but you could still use it, as his torso garment is pliable somewhat, so is his waist piece. He does have a ball jointed waist as well, so that allows him to move back and forward, left and right, and swivel. Not too bad for torso articulation that has so much overlay, so, such a thick overlay, I should say, over it. Then there's a kick forward with the leg, which actually kicks forward very well despite having this piece here in the way. And then a split about this far. There's a thigh swivel at the upper thigh. There's a knee swivel. There's a single jointed knee right here that bends at 90-degree angle. There is also an ankle hinge forward and back. There's a rocker And that's it, no swivel. And here we have next to the undisputed GOAT from Series 1 all the way back in 2013. We have Darth Maul with the hood. They also re-released it in the archive way, which has some better paint apps. So this figure still holds up till today, I believe. I mean, eventually, maybe we'll get a redo, a 2.0 version, but it's still a great figure, especially with the molded hood there, looking very, very nice. But next to the Clone Wars version here, you can see scale-wise they're about the same as they should be, same height, not too bad. And here he is next to the Season 7 Ahsoka Tano figure from the Walmart exclusive release. And here he is next to Captain Rex. This is actually the Rex from the Bad Batch, only difference here is that he's wearing the poncho. But ultimately it is the same exact figure as before. So overall, fantastic figure. I'm very happy with it. Just really wish he came with some other accessories. This is all you're going to get here, but it would have really been nice to get an alternate head sculpt and some other alternate hands as well. Give us a variety of ways to display our figure. It's really nice to review a Black Series figure that has nothing to do with the Mandalorian. It seems like that's all they release nowadays. So finally, they dive into some other things, and this is a nice welcome addition to the collection. Hopefully they venture more into the Clone Wars, as they only have 11 figures out of so many potential figures that they can, or of characters from the Clone Wars that span 7 seasons that they can release and really get creative with, with their releases. I'm very tired of the repaints. I'm tired of the re-releases of Grogu and Mandalorian over and over and over again. Give us more things that we haven't seen before, like this Maul from Season 7 of Clone Wars. We're also getting an Ayla Secura from the Attack of the Clones Episode 2 movie, which is also something to get excited about. So stay tuned for that video. Now let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and while you're down there, hit the like button and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. As always, everyone, take care, take it easy, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.